Okay, mic audio is on, audio is on, which is good. Everything is on, everything looks good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and non binary pals too. Higurashi when they cry. Chapter 2. Anyways, just let us continue. And we go here and load. Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're in the car with this dude. This is not gonna end well. Oh shit. Wait. Can I just thank you? Are you familiar with the three families? Yes, I am. Representatives from each gave short addresses at the Watanagashi Festival opening ceremony. Did you see them? I came partway through the festival, so I don't really. The three families are the three oldest families Hinamizawa. To give actual names, the Kimiyoshi, the Sonozaki, and the Furude family. They each have quite the lineage, it seems. Long ago it said that everything in the village was decided by the council of the three families. The Kimiyoshi family, old man Kimiyoshi, meaning the mayor's family. The Sonozaki family was Mio, and so the Furude family was Rika-chan's family then. After the war, the Sonozaki family quickly expanded their influence. Practically speaking, after leading the fight against the construction, during the dam conflict, they jumped to the top of the hierarchy in Hinamizawa. You see, though, in accordance with the old ways, they still decided important village matters only after consulting with the three families. That's why the leader of the three families each had their own address at the start of Watanagashi. In other words, the mayor, the old lady currently in charge of the Sonozaki family, and the last remaining member of the Furude family, Rika-chan. I heard that Sonozaki was pretty high up there, so Rika-chan's family was just as old. Well, as you are aware, there is no relatives at all. Hi, David. It's cool. It's just nice that you say hello every time you come. So I'm cool. If you're tired, go to sleep. Most important. In reality, the Furude family still holds pretty much no influence. However, it seems that people gravitate toward Rika-chan on a personal level, and I hear many of the village elderly have blind faith in her. Which is why would you put blind faith into a little girl? Just why be dumb? Why be dumb? It was totally true. Yeah, Higurashi stream. Oh, you don't like Higurashi stream. Yeah. I like the game, just not the spicy. Well, not. Nobody showed their boobs, so I'm good for this part. So what are you telling me about the three families so far? Oichi-san paused from emphasis, lighting another cigarette. Also, cigarettes very bad for you. You poured. Do not. Oh my god. I watch it for the plot. I swear. It is for the plot. There were no boobies. I wouldn't play a game with boobies on Twitch. I'm not that dumb. Oichi-san paused for emphasis, lighting another cigarette. Explained a lot, but I suppose it's still not enough. I'm asking because I don't understand. Oishi gave me a dry, meaningful grin and blew off another. Why you smoke when there's a kid? Why you smoke when there's a kid? Nice one, David. Nice one. It's not gay enough for you. Blew off another puff of smoke. Members of the three families are disappearing one after. Oh god damn it, David! You're making me laugh. And it's a horror it's a horror game. Disappearing one after the other. That's what I'm talking about. I read that it's based on some kind of old tradition inherent in Hinamizawa, but I don't know much beyond that. I don't know anything about it either. Oh, did you now, David? Did you? Horror with humor right before waking up today. Yeah, it's true. Hey, any, like, though everybody who's watching like horror games, the best part is when it's unironically ironic, or when it's trying to be funny and it's actually failing at being funny. Like, I like what's it called? Dark humor. I like that one. I like movies with dark humor and horror stories with dark humor. I'm just like, yeah, that's how we do. I don't know anything about it either. That's why I'm asking. The leaders of the Kimayoshi Furuta family have disappeared, so maybe the leader of the Sonozaki family will disappear next. Well, that's just a cursed museum with sarcophagi with scary plot, but you could turn a funny anime. Oh, that does sound cool. Yeah, I was some cursed museum. Nah, just kidding, really. What? The leader of the Sonozaki family, who is it? The current leader is an old lead at their main house, but I wouldn't be incorrect to say that practically all rights of leadership have been transferred to her granddaughter, Mion-san. The visage of Mion giving proud direction to the adults while searching for Rika sprung back to mind. By the way, this is dumb. Do Yakuza do this? Like, if they have a young heir, basically, do they, like, transfer everything to the young heir? Wouldn't they, like, I don't know, a trial period for that sort of stuff, or just here, this is your responsibility now, you will need us, which is very dumb in some ways. I think Mion was like trained from birth to be a Yakuza leader. She has the character. Yeah, so they do it. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Mion, she's gonna disappear. Okay, let's not. Okay, so there's this theme of disappearing now, which before was the theme of dying. So I'm just like, nah, Sonozaki's not gonna disappear. I think she's the reason why Rika-chan is gone. I haven't even thought about that possibility. All hair stood on end. Oh yeah, I don't like ads. I haven't like ads. Oh my god. I don't know when in other countries we have like a TV provider that actually skips ads. And when YouTube still had its ads, I was just like, mother effer, why so many ads? Like YouTube does excessive ads, like 4 ads, one after the other, and I'm just like, stop. Why? I haven't even thought about that possibility. All my hair stood at the end. That's insane. Nobody wants that, right? Of course not. We can't allow that. Clamp. Oishi-san grabbed my shoulder with both hands. You motherfucker! You motherfucker, you wanna get me in trouble. Twitch doesn't have ads in Russia, and for YouTube I use Revents. Very true, I had that too. I have that too. For YouTube, not for Twitch. Then help us, my Barasan. If there's anything you noticed about me and Sonozaki lately, please tell me. Why are you making me a scapegoat? Why? I was going along with him. By the time I realized it was too late. Oishi brought his face closer and almost close enough to ram into me, waiting for my next words. This pressure, I can't tear my eyes away from his. That, okay, that's a little bit gay. Sorry, it's just the image. That moment I heard a beeping sound. It was from the driver's seat. He ignored it, but then it started to bother him, so he finally let go of me and leaped into the driver's seat. Hello? Yes, loud and clear. I was saved. Of course, it's not like I could escape through this opening. I see. Yes, alright. Let's head back then. Yes. Okay, okay. We'll send it. Okay, thank you. Now that I know I be free, the tension in my body dissipated all at once. That's a mistake. Never let your guard down. It looks like I need to get going. We were just getting to the good part. Too bad. What good part? Aishi's-san flung open the door exit and walked around the front to the driver's seat. He left the door open. Didn't that mean I could leave? You really care about your friends. My Bara-san, an admirable trait for a kid to have in this day and age. Very true. I totally understand that it feels like you'll be betraying them if you told the police anything. Very true. So please don't let me. My Bara-san. It's the middle of the night, so get the good night's sleep and think about it. Just a little bit of courage from you might end up being what saves many of your friends in the end. Two of my friends are gone. Can you, like, concentrate on finding them? Did he want to say that the sacrifice wouldn't stop with Rika and Satako? You know this is this already, but every night since Watanagashi something has happened. In the past the curse only occurred once per year, but this time it's going on for days. What a preposterous year this has been. Which is, yeah, why is this happening? Why is this happening, like, days after? I will look at it after, okay, David? Uh, or maybe I can look at it now. Wait, can I? Please don't. Whoop. How do I open the link though? The link is not opening. Wait, what? Chat settings? Do I like pause? No, safe mode, live activity. Where do I look for links? Delete message chat highlights appearance. Slow mode, combos, live activity. Yeah, it's gone. That. Oh, yeah, I can't. My preferences? Show mods, mod connection, caught by auto category, caught by a block channel, deleted messages, brief pause chat, highlight appearance, screen reader's announcement. Hmm. Very strange. Okay, maybe. Yeah, okay, now it works. Now it works. Yeah, I can see it. Wait, how do I do this? Boop. Can I open computer? Those начитывая. Так. Go here. No, why are you like this? What the heck? Okay, that doesn't make sense. Nope, that didn't make sense. Great God. Copyright. There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, maybe if I do www.pk? Nope. What do you mean doxed? Yeah, I showed my browser, but my browser doesn't have my real name. You son of a bitch, David. Oop. I guess it killed the link somewhat again. Yeah, I don't know why it does that, but sure, okay. Eh, I don't think you can call that preposterous. That night before last night, and now today, there's no proof that something will happen tomorrow night as well. I'll check later and see what it is. But for that, we need your cooperation, my Barasan. I looked out at the open door to see none other than my own house right in front of me. It creeped me out that he knew my name and address, but it's too sleepy right now. I was too sleepy to care. Why are you too sleepy to care? That's not good. My Bara, that's very bad. That's very bad. Well, you're probably tired. It's already 3 in the morning. Please get yourself a good rest. Yes, sir. I'll be going right now. When I was about to get out of the truck as to deliver a parting blow, Oishi-san, in a raised voice, said, I'll be coming by every day until you feel like talking, alright? Why? Why are you harassing this boy? Oh my god, I don't believe forcing you to confess in interrogation is really in fashion these days. Motherfucker, harassing someone also isn't good. I couldn't say anything in response, but the slamming of the door shut probably served the same purpose. After lightly beeping the horn, Oishi-san truck drove away. I went to the front door without waving goodbye. The door was locked, but the chain wasn't up. I unlocked the door and entered. Then walked over to the staircase. But walking over the staircase was where I lost consciousness. What? I lost consciousness. What? Okay. You have received no tip. View new tips. I got 4? Oh lord. Okay. The Sonozaki family. The one drastically expanding its influences after the war was the Sonozaki family. The leader at the time was Ryu Sonozaki, who still has that seat today. Ryu Sonozaki has grown old, and today you can only catch a glimpse of who she was at that time. From what I've been told, however, she was the leader extolled as the best in history. Having become so old, aside from going out a few times a week for lessons, she spent her time at home in solitude and seems to leave most of the ceremonial affairs to her heir Mion. There are different views of why a successor was not her daughter but her granddaughter Mion, but it's rumored that it has to do with the disownment of her daughter and son-in-law. What did they do? The uninhibited granddaughter Mion Sonozaki still shows no signs of the dignity required for the next leader. However, she does have Sonozaki's blood in her veins and is... Okay, nice. Is permitted the name of... What? Is permitted the name of Demon. She doubtlessly requires caution and is probably hiding her fangs and claws as skillfully as the leader of the past did. Nice. Yeah, we kind of figured that out. Don't you love it when you plug something in and it's part? Oh fuck! Yeah, that'd be bad. Oh, I do like Dracula. I do like Dracula. I like everything that's gothic. I do love that. I wanna buy the Bronte sisters like book collection because now the Wuthering Heights kind of thing came out, and I'm just interested because everybody says it's a fucked up book, but the movie makes it more fucked up, if that's even possible. So yeah, the border worker. But Dracula, my favorite. I always thought Jonathan and Dracula had a thing going on when I was younger, and then you just like, oh, there are hidden homosexual signs in the book, and I'm just like, where? Am I blind? I only see like between Jonathan and Dracula, just a little bit, but not that much. Yes, the postal worker hasn't seen anything either. The Sonozaki main house has their seal hanging from the mailbox so that anyone can stamp their mail and practical with it and drop it in. Nah, the trail careless of them. So when was she last seen? She was last seen at the Wanakashi opening ceremony greeting. She apparently returned home right after that. Book tells about horrible things and kinda condemns them while the movie borderline condemns terrible shit. I heard. By the way, the way I heard it, the main character, the main male character, right? He's not supposed to even be white because in the book it's like, oh, he's from a different class, from a different colored person. Say, I think it's Romani. If I'm not saying it wrong, and they made him white. They took the Frankenstein actor and just put him and pasted him in there, and I'm just like, well, that takes the shit out of the fucking book. There's a reason why he was so angry and bitter, and now just like, oh, here you go, he's the white man. I'm just like, yeah, okay, now you're just making me mad. She was last seen at the Watranagashi opening ceremony greeting. She apparently returned home right after that. Well, she is pretty old. From what I've heard, she goes out a few two times a week to take lessons, right? Have you found anything about that? Every Monday she goes to the assembly hall to practice the nope. How do you say that? Taishugoto. Taishogoto. But she doesn't go this week. Any calls to say she wasn't going to be there? Has anybody confirmed it? No, nobody. She apparently takes days off once in a while, though, so nobody thought it was strange. Tomorrow, why don't we pretend we're the town hall and call around 10 o'clock? Please figure out where she's at home. 10 o'clock, got it. Ever since it started to seem more and more like the ancient Hinamizawa tradition has something to do with all of this. He'd been keeping a careful eye on the three families. At this point, the leader of the Kimiyoshi family and the leader of the Furuda family have disappeared. There was only one leader left, Oyuru Shinozaki, the leader of the Sonozaki family. She was apparently a pretty old woman. Her dignity hasn't waned, but she still only appeared before people rarely, so it was difficult to confirm she was at any given time. By the way, this is the goat. She a lady, she an old lady, yet she's the leader of a yakuza family. I have a my comic has a character that's a fucking yakuza lady who leads the yakuza, and oh, I'm just like, the similarities. I like this. She's not old. She's young. She started like me on very young, and then the ideas flow, and it became insane. She's the last tutor hadn't been seen since the day of Watanagashi. She still alive and well within the Sonozaki main house, or had she? According to Mio and Sonozaki, she had fallen ill and was sleeping it off. I wonder if she's really sleeping. I like to take a look at her face, at her pulse. You can say that again. The two of them breathed out a big puff of cigarette smoke. Oh, so this is the police. I was like, who the fuck is talking? Oishi-san, about the search warrants for the Sonozaki main house and the Furuda shrine. Do you think we'll get them? Nope. There's no fucking way you're getting them. Oishi didn't respond, except another cloud of tobacco smoke, his surrounding now as foggy as his mind. I am the law. Pretty much. I mean, look, I'm not saying the police are bad. There are some good cops out there, but yeah, there's a lot of. You are getting arrested. Yeah, imagine like corrupt cops, man. The, like in stories, they're the best, but in real life, they're a horror show. And inhabitants of Hinamizawa believe that the blood of demons flows in their blood. As such, the character for demon is treated very sacred. For example, usage of the character, that character, his name is apparently a right reserved for only the leaders of the Kimiyoshi and the Sonozaki families. Case in point, we can see it in the current Sonozaki family leader named Oyuru, in written with the character. I'm trying to find the character. Oh, I see it. Okay. This and only this is proof that she is the legitimate leader of the Sonozaki family. In the same way, Mion Sonozaki is its successor, contains this symbol in her name, with me being written as. Ah, okay. It also goes for Oyura's daughter and Mion's mother Akane, who did not succeed her. It's known that before disowning, Akane's name was actually written. Ooh, okay. I'm a policeman, I recruit looping the third. I joined the police just to kill people. Oh god. Please don't. I really have to watch Lupin the Third. Is that like a TV series or is it just a series of movies? Cause I like see like art on Tumblr, and they look like interesting, and I'm just like, oh, I should really watch that. I have Crunchyroll. I should really watch that. Ah, you have the memes. You have the memes. Though it was changed afterwards to this, still read as Akane. I mean, the art style is very specific. It's like the old anime style of the 60s or 80s. You can see it in like how the characters are designed, right? So maybe that. Like I understand, like as an artist, if you watch, like I had the same problem with Steven Universe when I was younger. Like I didn't like the rounds and everything, like it's so clean, and the character designs always change a bit, and I'm just like, that's like I watched it, but I really need to get into it to like it. Daughter Mian's mother Kane, the Sony Kane was actually written. Okay, so that's the thing. Oh, this is like the closest to the demon name, though it was changed afterwards to this, still read as Akane. My god. Accidentally is though the first character, the mayor Hyuji name, that originally meant demon, which can also be read as key. It should be said that names using this character aren't limited only to the successor of the Sonozaki family. You can even find in the last name of the three families. For example, the territory for Kimiyoshi, okay, are likely a split up version of this. Yeah, I can see that. If you write it in reverse on top to bottom as. Oh, I see it. It clearly resembles the character this. As the Furuta family, oh my god. This one's a little bit harder to believe. Who have been in the Shito priesthood for generations in the world for fortune teller can be written without the integral characters as this. I think that with the addition of the demon horns and the thick on top of the character, okay. Oh, who was this? Also, game music is louder than me. Nice. Okay, wait, let me just. Not is it configurations? Message mode. Is it BMG? Is it better now? Is it better now? I hope it is. Okay. No, you know where it started for me to like go down? Like, I don't know if it was the same with you, but Cartoon Network didn't like run new episodes. It reran old episodes, and then you just get fucking bored at watching all the old episodes. Wait, maybe if I just... boop, 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 boop. Is it still loud? Wait. Oh, maybe I should... Is it better now? Oh, let's just return to maybe... Quieter, but not perfect. Yeah, we're weird. Just... No, not... No, not quit. Ah. Like, with the thing... Thank you. But the thing is... The thing with Steven Universe is it had so much, like it had representation. It had like the music was great. I'm still listening. It's over, isn't it? And I'm just like, oh my god, I love that song, and it's like so into it. But yeah, the background about the war and everything, and I'm just like, wait, then you know when her name? The mechanic, the person, the jam who did the like the weapons and all that. Like, she created a weapon that can destroy the diamonds, and rose quartz literally bubbled her. And I'm just like, why? You had the way to win the war, and yet you like betrayed your friend and bubbled her. Yeah, thank you. That's the one. And I'm just like, oh my god. And then they made oh yeah, she's actually Pink Diamond. I'm just like, oh, that's why she bubbled her. She didn't want her sister to die. What? Well, that's great. The take on the top of the character and that became that used their name. Okay. In case of the Sonozaki, where Sonozaki is written. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't find any references to the character. Yeah, perhaps because it's already ingrained into their first names. They were the clan responsible for running the Watanagashi festival, so I think that instead they included the content of that ceremony into their last name. The Zaki and Sonozaki, in Sonozaki, is a conjugation of the word for slice and sono, written this. Probably contains the hidden meaning of human body, as is complicated mass organs and... Okay. Steven kills her. Oh! He broke her? I thought he bubbled her. Cause she came back. No, she came back. The character. I think he bubbled her, but he cried and he said to his friends like she was going to do this, and the gems kind of understood, which is also weird, but okay. But contains a hidden meaning human body. I think, in other words, the Sonozaki comes from those who slice open the gut. Yes. And the last one. Okay. I'm back. How did it go? Did you find any clues? The officers shook their hands in disappointment. Exhaustion was plain showing on everyone's faces. This was only natural. None of them had gotten a wink of sleep since the day of the Watanagashi. Chief, let the youngest of us take a nap and then switch them out. We got a long stretch ahead of us after all. How is this even possible? Like, for the police, they have like a 8-hour work thing, right? They're not like working 24 hours a 7, right? That's insane. Why is this game like, yeah, we gotta use every person for 24 hours? And I'm just like, that's not possible. Are they getting overtime? Because if they're getting overtime, then I say, okay. But not like this, man. Not like this. We got a long stretch ahead of us after all. Let's not push ourselves too hard. Rest up so we can take it easy as we go. But honestly, Steven Universe writers would try to talk people out of owning slaves because it's true. Look, the thing is with Steven Universe, I'm just like, nobody should have slaves at all, because that's dumb. A person is not an object, and it's like, why are you, why are you ingraining this into the young? I think the young ones know that it's very bad to own slaves, very bad, and I don't know. Some themes in the show were just like dumbed down to an extent that I'm just like, okay, like that's the thing that really pisses me off. Like if you were like born in the 90s or 80s and you watched like Cartoon Network at that time. Like I was born in 1996 and I watched like the peak of Cartoon Network's like shows. And it's like they never made you feel dumb. Like I watched Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Nobody should watch Courage the Cowardly Dog at age 6. Nobody, but yet I did, and it was awesome because it didn't. Oh, yeah, the bullshit says, "Oh, we forgive you." The diamonds. And I'm just like, why are you forgiving them? No, destroy the diamonds. They're gonna be back into their old bullshit in no time. Like, oh, yeah, yeah. I watched the movie and then I'm just like, do I have to watch Steven Universe the future? I really don't. But I did. And I really shouldn't have. Not to like shit on Steven Universe. It's look, people put a lot of energy into it and I'm thankful that it's out there to an extent, but yeah, now looking back at it, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I actually like this show. I can't believe it. Yes, I did. I did. That's awesome. Let's not push ourselves too hard. Rest up so we can take it easy and we go. I've been telling them to sleep in shifts. Nobody actually seems willing to sleep though. Could you tell them yourself, Oishi-san? Oh my! You don't need to force my yourselves, Komiya-kun. Please let everybody sleep in shifts, starting with the youngest. Komiya-san, please do that. After the chief told him as well, Komiya-san left his seat. So, Chief, still no good on our requests. It's just a rumor among the villagers in the first place, you know. It's going to be difficult without concrete evidence, even when the evidence might be tucked away in there. We need evidence that evidence is tucked away in there. Chief, don't start speaking in riddles with me now. We have witnesses that says 4 people, including the 2 who died, went into the forbidden ritual storehouse without permission. This is all real. Blah, 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 blah. This is all reliable information. There's my tongue. Tongue. God damn it. You might call it information, but they're really only rumors. They're not concrete evidence. I should never, I should never read for an audiobook. I should never read for an audiobook. I would be awful at it. Well, it's true that we don't have any pictures of the 4 of them sneaking in with cloth tied around their heads. Anyway, those 4 saw something inside the storehouse. Something important enough that they'd be erased. Would they though? See, this is bullshit. Like, isn't it known that Hinamizawa is already like a fucked up town with a fucked up history? Important enough that they be erased. What would that be exactly? That's why I'm asking for a warrant to look for it in the first place. Anything pointing out the Sonozaki's family connection to a violent organization would be a major contender. Like a pile of Tukarevs or a secret poppy production facility. A secret poppy production facility. What? What's poppy? Isn't that a flower? Am I dumb? Is this what? Is this slang? Is it police slang? I have no idea. The secret Sonozaki family fortune would also be pretty difficult to discard. They make the heroin out of it. Oh my god, so it is police slang. Oh my god, okay. Look, Aishi, I know how you feel. However, the storehouse is a sacred building belonging to Furuda Shrine. Oh. Oh, I'm getting out. Oh my god. Like, I say that I'm like a true crime fan, but goddamn, I couldn't even say opium poppy flowers because my brain didn't make connections. I said it was a slang term for the police, so 50-50 here. We need proper consideration for locals when dealing with it. I heard that there was an hour-long call made from Krogus and Sonzaki to the big man. They have a congressman? Oh my god! Chief, could he have nailed you back down? Anyway, as long as we don't have suitable evidence, we won't get the search warrant for the storehouse. That goes for the Sonazaki main house too. But that's dumb. Why would you go looking? Holy David, what the fuck? Oh shit! Drug people wanted to plant on your land. That's insane. The way I see it, I used to watch like action movies, and oh man, do you remember the scary movie one where in the woods there's like a field with weed or something, and Snoop Dogg and his friend like got the weed but got in trouble with the oh my god, with the gang who planted it, and then it's like a funny sequence with the big weed uh, stick. It's I don't know how to say it. I just remember this scene because it was like in the forest and the field was like I'm sorry, this is insanity. That's insane. This goes for the Sonazaki main house too. Especially considering the jurisdiction of both Section 4 and the Prefecture Police Crime Prevention Division. You need careful preparation first. If you say you need preparation, then why don't you just let me? Oh my god, it's really good. Like, uh, it has its own like bullshit going around, saying, what's it called? Like they say it's racist and stuff like that, and I was really young when I started watching it, so at that time I didn't even know the word racist. So no, 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 that's the first one. This one was like the fifth. That one was with the mama homage, the mama homage, I think. Yeah, the cabin in the woods bullshit and all that. So yeah, no, no, Ghostface was first. Then Haunted House was second. Then Saw Aliens was third. Fourth was Grunge. Yes. No, my brain is stopped. If you, it's a lot of movies. Now a new movie. I'm gonna watch the new movie. I am going to watch the new movie. I don't care. I don't care if it has prosecution behind it. I love the scary movies, even though they have problems within the movie. But you know what? I've been a fan since I was like 6, and I don't care. If you need preparation, then why don't you just let me talk with them directly? Shige-chan is the head of Section 4, right? For crime prevention is Yamamumi-san. They seem like they'd be quicker to talk if I sat down at the mahjong table. Chief, you have a visitor. Yikes. Pushing the employee who guided him in right out of the way of the old man who looked like a Yakuza member, giving him his crescent kimono and hakama. He did not get enough of this over the phone. Oh, fuck me, Congressman. I'm Congressman Sonozaki. I demand to know who's responsible for this. This instant. Hello. I'm the Division Chief Takasuki. I don't need your name. I could have you demoted on a whim. You wouldn't have been. You wouldn't even be enough. Bring out the one called Oishi or whatever. He deserves punishment for requesting a search warrant for the sacred Furuda shrine. See, this is bullshit. Like, if there's like clues in the Furuda shrine, then let them find the clues at the Furuda shrine. And since Oishi is currently out on investigation, he's being difficult to contact. I'll take his place and hear you out. So please have a seat. Don't show weakness. Don't show weakness to this bitch. Just be aggressive as him. The chief's eyes were telling me to get out of here. Perhaps I'll gratefully accept this favor. Maybe I'll go lie down in the nap room. Listen here, the Furuda Shrine spent 2,600 years under the imperial calendar and 2,500 more beyond that. It is sacred, a sanctuary to must never be defiled. The 800,000 gods, Oishiro-sama and the spirits of our ancestors are enshrined there. Bullshit! There's weapons of torture. The holy shrine protects Hinamizawa from the sun comes up when it sets and from when the moon rises when it falls. Who is the idiot who wanted to set foot in there? Besides, the right to the religion is the most revered right of people of this country in the constitution. Is it? I like when I look at the Slovenian constitution, it says, yeah, everybody should not be prosecuted or what is it called? Discriminated against race, color, religion, sexuality, and all that. And the the right to religion is the most revered right. Okay, that I didn't. Japan, probably, yeah. You dare to be so bold to solid that using your own investigation negligence as pretext. Oh my god, Sonozaki, shut the fuck up. I cannot and I will not allow it. Are you listening, you lying scum? Holy shit! I'm angry now, so you're not getting off the hook so easily. Oh my god, I do not want to mess with Sonozaki. God damn. Old man Sonozaki is being a bitch. Save and load. Let me save over this one. And close and continue. I saw the ceiling I was familiar with. Though I was groggy from the sleep, I did notice that I was in my futon like I was every morning. I looked at my clock, despite having turned in so late last night. I have woken at precisely the same moment I always did. I'm so low on sleep, but I guess you really can get up at the same time every day. The secret of the human body never ceased to amaze me. If I went back to sleep like this, I would definitely not be waking up again. I spurred myself on and slipped out of my futon. Mom asked me about last night at breakfast. Apparently, we too have gotten a call asking if we know where Rika-chan and Satoko were, and Mom vaguely understood that something serious was happening. So then, you were out last night with all your friends looking for them? Until about 3, I think. Yeah. Did you find them? Rika-chan and Satoko-chan, I mean. Crunch. I barely bit into my toast. It really didn't have any taste. Did they find them? I like Rika-chan. Just then we heard the chime of ding dong. Got it. Do what you need to do, David. I looked up at the clock and saw that it was about 5 minutes past my regular meeting time with Rena. It was her at the door. Oh, Rena, you look worse than me. Good morning. Did you get any sleep, did you? No, I think I slept for a few hours. You could probably count them as chicken toes, though. Ha 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 ha. Rena seemed pretty sleep deprived as well. There was something missing from her usual spirit. Are you going to school? Yeah, I think it would be better that way, she said, smiling albeit stiffly. Anna was probably worried her out about those two as well. Even so, she wanted to go to school. If you stay home today, I think you just be worrying non-stop and sleep. I don't want that. So let's go to school together. Alright, wait just a moment. I'll get ready. By the way, you know how happy I am that I don't need to go to school anymore. Like, waking up at 6 o'clock is not my cup of tea. I was just a little bit happy about Rana mustering. Like, don't get me wrong, you already sleep deprived. By the way, I had OCD. I didn't sleep until 2 o'clock in the morning. And then you have to wake up at 6 o'clock and go to school and spend 5 to 6 hours or even more in school. And that was I hated it. I hated it so much. Though, oh, was gymnasium? I think gymnasium was worse because we had to be there till 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was an art gymnasium, so we had art stuff. And I just don't remember. I think I blocked it out. Yeah, shitty people and constant homework. Exactly. That David knows. David understands. I was just a bit happy about Rana mastering that man's consideration for me. We went to the place where we usually meet up with Mion, but she was nowhere to be found. We were a little bit late today, so we thought she'd be waiting for us. Yeah, I don't think Mion will suddenly appear, so there's that. I guess Mi-chan couldn't wake up today, huh? And that's right. For her, it wasn't just yesterday. She was up all night looking for the mayor at the night before that too. We waited a bit. Time passed until I got to the point where it was okay for us to go on alone, and we exchanged glances. What do we do? Wait a little longer? At that point, my brain, which has finally been woken up at the morning, recalled the ominous words Oishi-san left me last night. Oishi-san is a little bitch. I don't like him in this game. The leaders of the three family were disappearing one after the other, and next it might be Sonozaki's leader. Could Mion have known that couldn't be? Let's go. Let's let her sleep for today. Don't talk about sleep. I just had the afternoon nap. It was the best afternoon nap. Ah, when you're an adult and you can have afternoon naps and not be called too old. Let's go. Let's let her sleep for today. Rena gave me a pat on the back. Mion, she's still here, right? Hmm? Do you say something? Oh, nothing, just talking to myself. Let's get moving. The two of us headed to school by ourselves. By the way, people at like I don't know what to call it. Is it like grade school, middle school, elementary, middle school? I think is middle school till 13 or 14. Like that time was the worst. You had like friends, and they like little kids are like awful because they don't understand that words can hurt. In my case, they didn't understand that I can hit back when I was younger. I'm just saying. Ooh, worst time ever. On the way, we had brunch for our classmates accompanied by their parents. It even looked like some of them were being taken to school by car. Surprisingly, the principal was also standing watch at the school gate. I'd never seen that before. Good morning. Oh yeah, that they would do that. Like if two students fucking suddenly disappeared, there would be a watch. To make sure nothing like that happens again. Good morning, good morning. The principal was bowing to our classmate guardians, the wooden sword leaning next to him, a little ominous. That's a principal. be a guard dog with the damn sword. That's what we need. My Baragun. Good morning, Yugu-kun. Good morning. Good morning. Your teacher has something important to say, so head straight to the classroom. All right. Ren and I said nothing. The madness that only extended at night had finally clawed out into the sunlight. That's what it felt like. Good morning, everyone. The harsh conversation that has been spreading for a while now all disappeared like an illusion to the moment our teacher walked in the door. Silence dominated the classroom. The principal came in with our teacher as well. This was clearly not a normal morning. First, the principal has something important to tell everyone. Go ahead, Mr. Principal. The principal cleared his sword and approached the dais. I'm sure some of you already know this. The classroom was dead silent. Everyone was staring at Rika-chan and Satoku's empty seats. The principal briefly and simply declared that Rika-chan and Satoku had gone missing. There wasn't a single person in the classroom who didn't already know. There seemed to be many, however, who couldn't accept it as truth, having confirmed to them by now by the principal's words. There were sobs throughout the class where I had heard a kid crying. Oh, fuck me. Oh, man. That's insane, yeah. I can imagine. Do you have a therapist or a psychiatrist at school? I think kids need, like, to talk to someone about this. They suddenly appeared throughout the whole room. The big-hearted principal wasn't able to keep his cool either. Okay, everybody, pay attention. From day on, your parents and guardians will be taking you to school. From those whose parents can't do so, you'll be coming here in groups. I made a handout, so read it carefully and sure to show it to your parents. Understand? Oh God. Why does this seem so much more, how was it called, relevant to this time and age? This is insanity. Oh my God. The teacher's voice was a little abrasive. Not even she could conceal the strain she felt from the unprecedented abnormal situation. They should have just cancelled school today. However, Rana told me that the school was also like a nursery from the student whose parents both worked, so some of them wouldn't want school to be cancelled. Well then, let's begin the lesson. Class president, she's absent, I see. And whoever is on duty today, let me hear it. All rise. The feeling of wanting to maintain an everyday atmosphere, even if it's only in school, precisely because our lives had been messed up, was something I agreed at this point. See, the thing is, like, I will be talking from my point of view. If I was a kid, and I was a kid, and somebody was missing, you can feel the absence of that person, like that day. If he's missing longer, you miss that person. So I can't imagine like hearing somebody gone missing and just being like, "Oh, let's continue our everyday bullshit." It would be like you can't continue your everyday bullshit because people are missing, and then it's like a position one to another, and I'm just like, would could kids? I mean, some kids probably do want stability and the the normalcy of the day, right? But some kids, I will hope they have a therapist. Oh, I hope they have a therapist in school. It would be a cause for celebration. Yeah, depending on who they are, right? But Rika and Satoko were like liked and loved by their classmates, right? But yeah, some assholes who were in school, and if they're not there, people would be happy. But they're missing, so there's that. As for the teachers who always had their lunch in the staff lounge, she ate it in the classroom today. I had to laugh at her curry bento, which was just a rumor till now, and there was nobody to laugh with me. Brenna brought her chair and lunch over to my seat. Today it was only the two of us. The fact that we didn't need to drag any other desks over was sad. I'm sleepy. Yeah, I don't feel like sleeping anymore though. In fact, I'm jealous of people that could sleep at a time like this. They got nerves of steel. You're right. I was sleepy this morning, but my drowsiness had dissipated after coming to school and constantly feeling the incredible tension. Anna's bento box didn't have its usual luster. That was to be expected. Rana was up for a long time last night too. She wouldn't have had the time to make her lunch beforehand, since it's not like she would. Oh man, I would really like a bento box. I know it sounds dumb, but I would really like a bento box. Because bento boxes are the most beautifully decorated food I have ever seen. Since it's not like she would have gotten up early this morning. Grab anything you want. Go ahead, you can admit that my bento is better today. Okay, then I'll have some. Wow, a chikua roll with perilla and cheese. That's interesting. Rana, yours might have ready-made food in it, but it's pretty good too. I realized the two of us were desperately trying to brighten the afternoon mood to its usual level as much as we could. I looked around the classroom and it seemed like we were the only ones trying to do so, surrounded as we were by gloominess. Oof oof ooh. Just the two of us sharing our lunches like this. It's sort of, well, sort of like something. How? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Our laughter grew quieter. I was the first one to mess up. Sorry. I mean, well, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. It's not your fault. Our chopsticks both stopped moving. We couldn't keep it up anymore. Rika-chan, Satoko. I wonder where they went. Those words might have sounded too miserable. Everyone was thinking it, using roundabout ways to address the topic, but I came right out and said it. I heard Rika-chan catch her breath. Yesterday, while you were gone, I heard a bunch of things, so I'll tell you what I know, okay? Sorry again about last night. Go ahead. I did that again with the music, okay? At that time, since they had the ride for support, Rena was helping the ladies' society cook the miso soup we had. They reported all of the information the villagers had gathered, and Rena said she overheard it. They didn't know anything important, though, did they? Rika-chan and Satoko went home after school, and they apparently went somewhere on their bikes, but other than that, Mion had told me yesterday. We had no clues. Yeah, the police also said that they probably went out on their bikes to play somewhere as soon as they got home. If they were going out to play somewhere on their bike. By the way, who left the children alone on their own? Like that's the dumbest bullshit I have ever heard. Like you can't leave kids alone on their own devices. Like that's I don't know if this is like visual novel logic or if this is like a real thing. That would not no, if you actually did this in Slovenia, I think you would be charged with negligence. I'm pretty sure. They should have guardians. Where are the guardians? If they were going to play somewhere on their bikes right after getting home, they might have gone into town. So I guess they concluded they disappeared while in Okinomiya. The police were saying how they were going to expand their search to Okinomiya in the morning. In town, it makes sense why they couldn't find them even though we searched all of Hinamizawa then. Still something didn't fit. I had no bias for thinking that, just a gut feeling. It revealed something to Rika-chan that was likely the very important to her that day. Then Rika-chan had told me to leave it to her. And then, what did she say? Alright, if she didn't work hard, then something bad might happen to the dog too, I think. With all the talks of dog and I couldn't have the faintest idea what she was really meant, but it might have been Rika-chan's way of saying this was a race against time. Damn it! I savagely put my anxiety on Rika-chan and tried to run away. When I thought about it, I shouldn't have run back with them. I should have asked her more about the dogs and cats. The more I think back on it, I really screwed up. Anyway, I don't think Rika-chan was in the situation where she would just go off and play somewhere. Of course, I didn't have any evidence or conviction to base that on. It was just a hunch. I don't think I don't think she got go into town. You think so too, Keiichi-kun? I agree. Rika-chan and Satako-chan must have disappeared in Hinamizawa. I looked back at Rena, startled. I could hear the conviction in those words. Without replying to my gaze, she took the bento box and went to the hallway. I'm going to rinse this out. She timed that in a way that broke off the conversation. Without replaying to my gaze. Wait, what? 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 I might be dumb. I don't know what that means. Suddenly I got the feeling that the next scene she had would be hard to say out loud to the classroom. I hurried, grabbed my bento box and followed her. A play on without replying to my gaze being said in the game. Ah, okay. Thank you for telling me that. I'm very dumb. I need explanations. There I didn't go to the kitchenette, but rather to the water fountains out back where students seldom went. The water flowed down onto the bento boxes. During the time, Rena didn't say a word. Then again, after making sure that there were no other students around, she finally opened her mouth to speak. The whole thing about Rika-chan and Satoko going to town to play and then disappearing, that didn't make sense for some reason, so I decided to investigate a little bit myself. Who did you ask? What did you ask them about? I asked the Lady Society and all kinds of things. There was a lot of tofu in the miso soup yesterday, remember? The old lady from the Tomita tofu shop came too. The Tomita tofu shop. Oh, I remember. That was one of the stores on the road leading to the hospital. That huge lump of tofu dancing in the bathtub like... Yeah, I think I fixed up my proxy settings for Chrome. Oh, proxy settings? Chrome has those? Nice. Those huge lumps of tofu dancing in the bathtub like Kristen always looked nice and refreshing. The old lady says that she remembers Satoko-san stopping to buy tofu. Oh! An extension overriding the system once. Does it make it work better? The extension. No, the proxy settings. Stopping to buy tofu, their way home from school. I know that the... Oh my god, what was it? Is it like Chrome takes so much space? Working space? Like the browsers. I know that Chrome, if you like have it open, most sites are banned in Russia nowadays, either the one government or because of the war. Oh, damn! Oh, that's... Oh, no, that's insane. Yeah, but wasn't Russia always, like, controlling the media? Even when there wasn't war? Yeah, you said government. Either by the government or because of the war, yeah. Man, that's insane. Not to this extent, I can imagine. I mean, I don't want to talk politics, but shit is going down. Shit is going down. Oh my god. Who to who? Well, it's on the way home, right? How is that a clue? Just listen. Do you remember when we went to Rika-chan's house? Rihanna stepped away from the sinks and spread her arms wide to recreate the space of Rina-chan's room. There was a pot on her gas cooker, and there was miso soup in it. I think there was probably about half of it inside. Oh my god, Rena! You are detective. Some of the sites are blocked for being accessed by Russians, as the protest against Russia from site owners. Well, like Wiki. No, Wiki? Holy shit. I mean, look, I'm not saying any. Like, I'm not blaming the Russians for the war. That would be dumb. People in power are doing shit like that. Right? So, I don't know. Just like punishing people from Russia because they are in Russia is like, yeah, not your best. Wikipedia is okay, but Wikidot says fuck you guys. Pretty much. I don't like that. Like, I'm not blaming all Russians for the war. Like, I'm not blaming everybody for what the fuck is going on. Like, people in power are mostly the bullshitters and do bullshit and are trying to make World War III. I'm not. I hate everybody in power. I'm just waiting to be nuked. No, David, no. Oh, oh my God! When you imagine like people in power have access to nukes, atomic bombs. Goddamn, that doesn't bite well for humanity. There was a pot on her gas cooker. There was miso. I think there was probably about half of it inside. The rest was in the refrigerator. They must have been planning to make chilled tofu. It was on a plate in plastic wrap. And Rena explained she walked around as she were really going through Rika-chan's room. Still, Rena, what does it matter? Keiichi-kun. She was cooking tofu miso-chan soup. She was at home, you idiot. When you make miso sauce, you put the tofu in last. Exactly. That means that Rika-chan and Satoku-chan, whoever was cooking, was standing there making it up till right before dinner time. Right up until dinner time. Wasn't everybody saying that their bikes weren't around, so they must have gone somewhere to play by themselves? Ooh. Ooh. Somebody be lying. Somebody be lying. The trash in the countertop tin was put in there really awkwardly too. Rika-chan makes the most of their food and lunches, but occasionally Satoko does it too. Satoko-chan was cooking that night. So that means that Satoko at least didn't go somewhere to play. She was preparing dinner. They were at home! Like I said, but damn. So somebody was lying about the bikes. Yeah, then I took a look. Why are you playing a non-ugly version of Higurashi, by the way? You mean why am I playing specifically this version of Higurashi? I don't know, it was on Steam. I just bought the thing on Steam. I don't know. Yeah, then I took a look at the rice cooker and there was rice for two still in there. So she made dinner for both of them, but neither of them ate it. Is that right? Is that it? Rena nodded. So next I looked in the fridge. There was some chilled tofu made from the other half that was bought. That's not all either. There were a whole bunch of plates with side dishes for dinner, and all of them were in plastic wrap. You usually plastic wrap it so that you can have leftovers for the next day. My mom does it all the time too, using them in breakfast or lunch. That's right. You use plastic wrap to save leftovers for later. No, why are you treating me like a kid? So the fact that they were in the fridge means they didn't plan on eating them that night at least. Ah, is that what it means? Keiichi-kun, think a little harder. Their dinner was totally untouched and wrapped up What do you think that means? Come on, Keiichi. Well, that means they didn't need to eat dinner anymore. So they would have gone out to eat or order takeout. It must have been really sudden too. If they had decided to do that beforehand, they wouldn't have made anything. But there was dinner for two of them. That means that when Satoko was making their dinner, they really thought they were going to eat it until right before they didn't. So then, the theory about the two of them going out to play and then disappearing is wrong! No shit! Yep, they disappeared after making dinner and right before they ate it. Probably around 7 o'clock. God damn it, Rena, you're like a detective. You should be in the police force. They would have gone at a time like that by themselves without eating. That's obviously where this is leading. Keiichi-kun, do you remember? On their fold-out table, there were things like soy sauce and chopstick holder. They might have been something like that. I don't remember. The container for the soy sauce, it was empty. There wasn't even a drop left. Chilled tofu wouldn't taste good without it. So it looked under the sink for a larger bottle of soy sauce they have. You sure know about a lot where they keep stuff. I've been to Rika-chan's house and cooked for them before. Where are the guardians? Where are the guardians? Rena cleared her throat, her face returning to a serious expression. Then when I opened the cabinet, the big bottle of soy sauce wasn't there at all. It wasn't there. What do you mean? Does that mean? Everything I'm going to say from here on is just Rena's idea. So please listen until the end without saying anything. Last night, Satoko was making dinner like normal. Rika-chan usually watched TV until the food was ready. She was probably lying down watching the variety shows or something. Satoko put tofu in the miso soup, and right when dinner was about ready, she noticed they were out of soy sauce. So Rika-chan, who had nothing to do, brought the big bottle of soy sauce to the neighbor's house to borrow theirs. I don't really know my neighbors that well. Would people be willing to just give her soy sauce? Yeah, it's not at all uncommon in Hinamizawa. Yeah, by the way, the thought that somebody was lending like either sugar, spices, or something like that, it's very common in Bosnia. Like, I don't know, like my auntie, my grandma actually had a field, and people will always go to her like, do you have like this and this? I will give you like that. And she's like, you don't need to give me anything. And she's like lending and getting land things back and all that. It was Bosnia is it's a very complicated place. But it's very kind to like outsiders. Yeah, it's not like the common in Hinamizawa. So Rika-chan rode her bike out to get some soy sauce. No matter how long Satoko-chan waited though, Rika-chan didn't come back. So then Satoko-chan called up the house where Rika-chan was going. Okay. Would Rika happen to be imposing on you? Something like that. Then the other person must have replied with something like this. We have plenty of food here, so you should come to Satoko-chan. Rika-chan has already eaten. I think... Bosnia was in Yugoslavia. But then... a part of Bosnia was fighting with Serbia. They're mostly known for infighting. Like there was a war in Bosnia between the Serbs part of Bosnia and the non-Serbs part of Bosnia. It's very complicated. I don't want to go into it. I don't even know all the information. By the way, yeah, I have Bosnian blood in me. But yeah, it was horrible. I think my one uncle got PTSD because he was in war, and my other uncle died in that war. So it's a topic. I think that's how you called her out there. Satoko called Rika a few names in private and wrapped up the dinner she made for them. She put it in the fridge so she could use it for breakfast and lunch the next day. Then Satoko got her bite too and headed for the house where Rika-chan was. That makes sense. A lot of speculating. Okay, but this is already pretty strange. You don't normally make so much food. Just trying to see what part of history of the religion. Yeah, the reason why my parents left Bosnia was because of that war. And, yeah. Born Slovenian but had Bosnian blood in me. You don't normally make so much food that you can give it to people who suddenly arrived at your house. A veteran housewife would never normally make so much food that she would even feed two extra people. Could it have just been a coincidence that they made too much? Yeah, I mean, war is kind of a non-nice topic to talk about. Especially, like, in my mind, I have OCD. Like, the mention of war is, like, anxiety-inducing. It's not, it's not good. That's why I mostly, like, my parents mostly tell me about what the heck is happening in the world. Because if I watch news, I either get overheated or I get very scared. It's still unthinkable. Rena flatly denied me. Since going back to something less anxiety-inducing, I think you can enable original ugly Higurashi. You can enable original ugly art in the settings. Oh, nice. I like this one. I like this art. I like this one. It reminds me of playing yesterday Resident Evil, the first game, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? What's happening because of the video, like the angles. Eureka Chan dinner. I just imagine how it was when they were playing it. Oh my god. Really hard to make dinner, didn't she? No matter what kind of food she was offered, she wouldn't let Satoko Chan dinner go to waste. This was the only circumstantial evidence in Rena's guesswork. Even so, it was all extremely convincing. It was the only ray of hope we had in toppled this situation before of clues. Then Rena, where did Rika-chan go to get soy sauce? That was the heart of it. It would have been somewhere she'd been comfortable without asking for soy sauce, and somewhere Santako wouldn't think it's suspicious that she'd been invited for dinner. So who was it? Oh, is it Sonozaki? Oh shit, is it Mion's house? Rena slowly shook her head. That's all for Rena's guesses. These are all just ideas, okay? Keep them a secret from the police. What is there to hide? Even if there were half of what you said was right, it should be a good clue for all this. Keiichi-kun, this is a means to assist someone from Hinamizawa. We can't suspect anyone with a really good reason. I mean, oh my god, this is small town thinking, but my god, a lot of serial killers live in small towns. I saw a few girls coming over to rinse out their bento boxes. When I cut the conversation short, they returned to the classroom. I stayed there alone, my body bathed in lively voices of the Kaisedas. Let's think about this. I'm on my in my own way. Rena had barely any information to go on, and she reasoned out that much. So there should be something that only I, who knew far more than Rena did, could deduce. You, of course, Keiichi, of course, you would know the right answer. Sure, buddy, sure. Sure. She said that's a tune, but this was definitely occurring in Hinamizawa. Rena might have wanted to believe it, but it's basically a given that the culprit is someone from the village. The trigger for everything was when the four of us trespassed the forbidden storehouse. Somebody saw us going in there. For the culprit, breaking the taboo was a crime punishable death. So that night, Tomitake-san and Tanako-san were sacrificed. There were two left. Shion and myself. However, before the culprits bore the fangs on Shion and me, they went after the mayor, to whom Shion has confessed her sin. Next, they went for Rika, to whom I confessed my sins. Then what about Satako? Just a stray bullet? By itself, Rika-chan being sacrificed after I told her everything was mortifying. But Satako, who had sacrificed for no reason, wasn't that all the more regrettable? I have a theory. I think I have a theory. I think Mion-chan is the cause for this. Not because she's Yakuza, but because like the scene with her talking about Satako, like everybody dying because of her. That won't go out of my brain. Everything was my fault. Oh my god, you're complex. I swear to god. Why would be the next... Who would be next to disappear? Would it be Shion and me next time? Why would there any culprits going for Shion and me right away though? If they had enough power to raise the mayor and Rika-chan, then why not just get rid of Shion and me? If they went for us, well, I wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't still tolerate it. I could still tolerate it. What I couldn't forgive was them getting rid of those who we could confess to. Now that I think about it, yesterday Shio said something alarming. She felt like someone was watching her. So then, was somebody watching me as well? Strangely though, I hadn't felt anything like that until now. Even though I'm in the root cause of everything, I had never once had that impression. Maybe that's simply because Shion was more cautious than me, and I was just careless. That's another story though. Let's get back to track. Why weren't the culprits going after Shion and me? I felt like that's where the key to this lay. Could it be? Was it making a big assumption that I shouldn't have been? I thought about it, but couldn't come up with an answer. The one thing I understood was that I was the concerned party to this case, and that I had the duty to watch over it until everything got resolved. I heard the ring of the bell declaring the end of large break. Would somebody else disappear tonight? If nobody else did, then I wanted them to get rid of me tonight for sure, and then put an end to all of this. Shion's hysterical voice on the phone last night came back to my mind. They planned to murder those close of us first, make us as miserable as possible, and only then would they kill us. My Barakun lunch break is over. Go back to the classroom. At the principal's urging, I returned to the classroom, which was quiet as the street at night. There were a lot of parents picking up their children after school. It was just like a kindergarten. The students whose parents didn't come went home as a group. We left school with everybody else following the assigned route. Even while I was leaving, nobody said anything funny. They all looked like exhausted mountaineers silently marching through the mountains. As we went, one left, and then another, and in the end, it was just Rana and me. It was supposed to escort Rana all the way to her house, but she declined. Will you be alright? It's not safe to go alone. It would be just as dangerous for you to go home by yourself after bringing me back, Keiichi-kun. It's still light out anyway. I'll be fine. I see. Then be careful, okay? Yeah. Huh? Isn't that the policeman? Pointed towards my house. There was a car stopped in front of it. Oh, for fuck's sake, Oishi! I will slap you! From out that car came Oishi-san. He must have been waiting for my return to ambush me. Oishi started walking over wearing that annoying grin. Rena, you should go. If you get involved with him, you'll be here for hours. But what do the police want with you? Rena's a good person. Even when I made a fuss over Rika-chan's disappearance, she never asked me why I did. She could have been suspecting me ever since then, and that would have been okay. Even so, she still hadn't asked me anything. She didn't try to pressure me into revealing the truth. I'm not the culprit. I know that. That said, I can't say that I'm totally uninvolved with the incident. And I simply listened, smiling like she always did. Even though I did insinuate I was related to the incident, she didn't look at me though she were looking at something dirty. I'll tell you next time. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Get going then. Rena gave me a slight bow and totted away, leaving me alone with Oishi, who walked over. Hello, hello! Welcome home, my Ibara-san. Hello. It looks like your parents aren't here. My mind was a bit... My mind was I in a bit of a spot. He came all the way to my house? I could only think good fortune that my parents were absent. Since neither of them was around at this hour, they'd probably be back late. I think Dad got called out of business. I don't think he'll be back until later. By the way, worst guardians ever. How old is this kid? This is insanity. If my parents left me alone, that would be insane. At least I had always one parent there to like be at home. Because this is negligence. I'm pretty sure this is negligence. I see. Well, that's convenient, I suppose. We can do this without giving your parents any strange ideas. She pushed my back, prompting me to walk. Why are you annoying? Why are you harassing? Better said. You're taking me to the police station. I wasn't the culprit, but I was the cause of everything. It wouldn't be weird if you wanted to investigate me. That kind of gave me a resigned feeling. No, 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 I just don't want to stand around talking. We can just talk in the car. No! Stop it with the confinement! God damn! Come on, don't be shy. Stop, don't say things like that. Why are you like this? He opened the back door, urging me inside. This is stranger danger. This is stranger danger. Do not go into the car with the cop. If I got in, I would have a very easy time getting out. If I say no, however, then this man might really handcuff me and take me. No, he couldn't. He couldn't. Not with your parents knowing. Exactly. He owns a white van with red paint and candy drawn on it. I couldn't refuse. I couldn't accept in a good grace. No, why are you dumb? Oh my god, KG, you're a dumbass. The insect had cooled too much by air conditioning and there was a rusty smell coming from the filter which might have been cleaned only rarely. Or is it too cold? Just for the lulz. Sure, just for the lulz. uh, I think now even owning any kind of van would be like, I don't know, it's not anymore white vans. It's like, if you have a van, watch out. Looking suspiciously at night, sure. Oh my god. The police have vans now. They have much more vans now, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, is it too cold? I'll tool the car off. He turned off the engine, suddenly became quiet, and the voices of the Higurashi with all their cool loneliness snuck inside. Quack, 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 quack. It sounded to me like a chorus of wishes lamenting my exorbitant punishment of having harboring such foolish curiosity. For a moment, while listening to these voices, I myself lamented the days that had been twisted and distorted since that night. I don't like Sasedas either. I do not like them. Higurashi are fine, but the Sasedas are little bitches. Sorry. Rishi is waiting for me to voluntarily begin taking, like a late cigarette, and listen to the Higurashi. Like, have you ever been, like, in a hotel? This is the worst. I was in a hotel in Croatia, and I cannot believe that Saicedas are like little bitches. They won't let you sleep. And suddenly you see them. Saicedas are Kubilica. Wait, I think so. Have to check. Saicedas. Yeah, the Saicedas. Those little bastards. They came into the hotel room. Oh my god, I had a heart attack. I was the one who floored it. How is the investigation going? The investigation? Of what? There's been so many. Which one do you mean? You bitch. All of them. Well, alright then. They're officially secret investigation. We're under the media blackout, and I let you in on them. Why? Oh, cicadas. Cicadas? Okay. Whatever. Thank you, David. You, Then shall we start from the first incident? The freak deaths of Tomitake-san and Tanako-san of the night of Nagashi. On this one, embarrassing enough, we haven't made any progress at all. You bitch, what are you doing? You're a cop. Stop harassing teenagers. First of all, Tomitake-san, there are indications of the body that he was assaulted by a group of people, but we have no explanation of him clawing out his own throat and dying. We suspect an overdose of stimulants or something, but we didn't detect anything. Well, you are an English teacher. I'm getting my butt whooped by Slovenian teachers and an English teacher. Best day ever. What about Takano-san? The same, we're in the dark. Autopsies of those who are burned to death are real tough. Well, we believe that she was doused with gasoline after she was strangled. That one falls under the Gifu Prefecture Police Department. They haven't been very cooperative, even though it happened in our territory. Oh, that's not really relevant though. The police didn't know anything other than the fact that the victims died inexplicably. See you. Have a nice day, David. Enjoy your games. Nonetheless, the times that the incident occurred will be generally placed right after the festival ended. I'm gonna end it too soon. It's been uncertain that Tanako-san my butt hurts. And my throat hurts. But they are likely suspect that she was murdered about the same time as Tomitake-san, then dumped in the mountains in Gifu. Why would they bring a dead body all the way to the mountains? You should have just brought Tomitake-san out there too. Oh my, Bare-san, you're quite sharp, you know that? Of course, I do believe that's something we need to be attainted of. There are a bunch of other suspicious things, but this is about all I can tell you at this point. Okay, I'm gonna end it now. My butt hurts. So let me save. Save and load. Second folder. Yes. And close. Anyways, I have a YouTube, I have a Twitter, all can be found in the About Me section on Twitch, and I wish you all a very good beginning, middle, and end of your day, and just enjoy yourselves. Okay, bye-bye.